Babies! Looking into a cup of water is a mermaid. She's perched on the edge of a vortex pond and singing to her reflection in the cup. Flying high amongst the stars is a dragon that glows red, orange, and yellow. With his sensitive hearing, he follows the familiar sounds of his lover's voice. As he soars closer and closer to the voice, he realizes that it's a new song and is calling to him. He descends swiftly, knowing that she's been waiting for him at her favorite vortex pond. As he settles in amongst the flowers next to the pond, she says,
Well, it's about time. I've been
Excuse me?
waiting and singing all night for you.
For me? Well, damn, it's about time you did.
Excuse
All
me?
this talk about babies.
Oh my God, for fuck's sake, and here it comes, baby.
And you suddenly disappear. Maybe if you could be honest with yourself.
Honesty has nothing to do with it when I don't have a uterus and you want yours removed. Don't laugh at me.
There are other ways to have babies, my queen. There are other ways to have a family.
And I'm not opposed to those ways. I just
What is it, my love?
can't say it.
I can hear your heart.
I want a family with you,
But what is it?
but you live in the sky and I live in the water. How are we supposed
You know I can swim
to
too.
make it work? I know.
We follow the old ways anyhow. So what's the real problem?
The real problem is what if I suddenly can't do it anymore? What if I run away?
Is that what you've been worried about for decades?
I know I brought the idea to you, but what if I don't want a family one day?
I had a feeling.
You know I live for the glamour in my coven.
I'm not asking you to leave them behind.
With fewer and fewer vortex ponds every day, how are we supposed to have a family across rims? Things were just so much more easier before the borders.
Yes, this is true. The damn borders were only the first of our problems.
Then came the pollution, the greed, and the division of pods. Not to mention the hoarding between species.
Just the other day, I heard about a coven of dragons that chased a coven of mermaids off the edge of the realm.
Yeah, I heard about it too. I just hoped it was just gossip.
I hope the same, but the mermaids haven't been heard from since.
It's become compete or die since Cislandia took over. So what are we gonna do about it?
Whatever we do together, as a family.
You sound like me 20 years ago.
Well, maybe it's time I tell you we're right.
Well, maybe it is time.
Act 2, Scene 1. You arrogant girl. Mermaid sits in the vortex pool by herself. She's brushing her purple hair and using the water as a mirror. She's tired and singing her song to the flowers to the tune of Erika Badu's Get Money.
Down in my heart is my rim, a moss-covered well echoing water's warning. Down in my rim is my vision of the coral trees, birds of space, and breath of life. Down here is the sea floor, a dance floor at the bioluminescent wall. Down in my rim, this hurting mother of hearts long gone swims in wonder at life and her mess. Down here, in my rim, the cracks in my green heart don't leak so much. Down in my rim, down this moss-covered well, this pleasure chaser of fantasy, magic is an orgasm away from ecstasy. Down here, in my rim, I am free to lose my mind and find my soul.
Suddenly, ripples form in the water. She's surprised, worried even, because no one has come to visit her for years. As she launches backward, silver hair emerges from the water, followed by the face of her mother.
All these surprise visitors and no warning.
I heard your song and had to find you. Is everything okay, my daughter?
Of course not. Why would everything be? Where have you been?
I've been giving you space, like you asked. Is that not what you
So then why now?
wanted? I heard your voice and couldn't help myself. I miss you.
I missed you too.
Can I come closer? Can I give you a hug?
The two hug, and in that hug, Mermaid was reminded that her own embrace and the embrace of the water didn't have to be the only embraces she felt. She could feel the way the water clung to the grooves of her mother's wrinkles and wondered if they could get time back. Mermaid softened and her mother grew stronger. Her mother knew that they needed each other now, that whatever lay ahead required their combined strength, wisdom, and intuition. She felt the way her daughter softened and was reminded of her own strength.
Tell me what it is. Your face is red hot.
I've just been sitting here with the wretched children of the earth for 2 years without a break.
2 years?
Year after year, month after month. I lost track of the weeks, the days, and hours. We sit together at the long table in their home, bored, stressed, and in search of something greater.
Ah, yes. Something greater. You found your heavenly vessel after all this time?
I don't know. But I know I'm here to make a difference amongst the children. To hold court for their wretched past, stagnant present, and shrinking future. We're divine, and yet none of us knows how to transmute all this worldly hurt into something ethereal and beautiful. This skill was lost in the first catastrophe with Cislandia.
Yes, I was there. I remember. It was an era amongst the divine unlike any other. The length of time stretched back on itself like a dragon chasing its tail. The dragon's most precious jewel was time, and they protected it from harm.
And then Cislandia arrived out of the vortex and took what they wanted.
The dragons tried their best, but got lured away from time by the promise of bigger jewels.
Did they even like the taste of these new jewels or the sugar of mortal dreams?
No one knows. I do know that they lost their souls after it happened.
Not all of them. What?
Ask him. He'll tell you the same.
Wait, how you know about him? I didn't tell you about him yet.
Mm-hmm.
End of scene.